Bienvenidos! The election tightens with help from Latino and Black voters. SEAL Team 6 rescues an American from Nigerian terrorists, and Kamala Harris makes a case for communism. Let's get into it. Philip Walton, an American working in Nigeria, was kidnapped by a gang with the intention of selling him off to terrorists who would then ransom him to the United States for a hefty price. There are two things the kidnappers took for granted, however. First, Philip was an American, meaning the SEALs would eventually come for him. And two, at the time of his kidnapping, it was very close to Halloween, meaning scary shit was bound to happen. On the wee hours of October 31st, Halloween, the scariest force of human history, SEAL Team 6, descended on the Nigerian kidnappers. 5 of the 6 were immediately killed before anyone knew what happened. No US personnel was harmed during the mission. And now that's what I'm talking about. Philip Walton is now back safe in the United States, along with all the members of the SEAL Team 6. You know who's not safe? The kidnappers. Don't fuck with Americans! Obviously, terrorism isn't just an American problem, as we've seen recently with 3 terror attacks in France within just 1 month. I want to show you the difference between the leader of France and the leader of Canada when talking about the recent terror attacks. As we all know, the French are soft, but Canada? They're like Diet France, or France Zero. Here's President Macron making a wonderful statement about Western values and how they should handle the recent terrorism.
J'ai parlé d'un séparatisme. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire et pourquoi ça correspond à ce que je vous décrivais tout à l'heure? Parce que vous avez des groupes, que j'appelle ces extrémistes violents qui agissent au nom de l'islam et en détournant la religion, qui enseignent, expliquent dans le cadre d'associations, en utilisant toutes les libertés et les droits que la République offre, que notre pays offre. Ils enseignent qu'il ne faut pas respecter la France, qu'il ne faut pas respecter notre droit, qu'il faut en quelque sorte sortir de nos lois. Ils enseignent que les femmes ne sont pas l'égale des hommes. Ils enseignent que les petites filles ne doivent pas avoir les mêmes droits que les petits garçons. Pas chez nous. Je vous le dis très clairement. Pas chez nous. Nous croyons dans les Lumières. Et les citoyennes ont les mêmes droits que les citoyens. C'est existentiel. Et donc, jamais, 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 je n'accepterai une association, quand bien même elle le ferait au nom d'une religion, qui pousserait ses droits. En tout cas, qui dirait, une petite fille n'est pas l'équivalent d'un petit garçon. Elle n'aura pas le même enseignement, on ne lui donnera pas les mêmes chances. Parce que ça n'est pas notre droit. Les gens qui croient ça, qu'ils aillent le faire ailleurs. Pas sur le sol français. Donc je dis, ces groupes-là qui, sur notre sol, veulent instaurer leurs droits, séparer une partie de la société, nous devons lutter contre eux, très clairement.
And he's absolutely right. But then you have Diet France Prime Minister Trudeau saying that we have free speech, but free speech has its limitations. Meaning, the French should not have shown the Mohammed cartoons. Meaning, the Islamic terrorists were justified in their actions. That's sick, man, and cowardly. You gotta stand up to terrorism like Macron. Or like the Navy SEALs. Yes, sir. We also have woke newspapers defending the actions of the Islamic terrorists just like Justin Trudeau did in Canada. New York Times opinion headline: Is France fueling Muslim terrorism by trying to prevent it? That would be a negative on that, sir. Even worse is the Associated Press. AP explains: Why does France incite anger in the Muslim world? Its brutal colonial past, staunch secular policies, and tough-talking president who is seen as insensitive toward the Muslim faith all play a role. What are you talking about? I don't know. Just don't read AP News. I do it for jokes. So I can do things like this. I can show you how dumb they are. We're on the topic of dumb, woke people explaining things. Let me show you Chelsea Handler explaining racism, or white people can't really have an opinion about it. In response to Susan Collins, Senator of Maine, Chelsea Handler had this to say: As a fellow whitey, it's not up to us to decide if racism exists. Shut up, whitey. And now let's talk election. We're literally hours away. So who's gonna win? Trump? Kamala? It's hard to know. But over the weekend, I saw some things that gave me hope for a Trump victory. First, let's talk about minorities for Trump, specifically Latinos and blacks. I've seen an astonishing amount of support for Trump from black voters. And this comes at the face of all the woke white liberals saying, Trump is racist, the system is racist, America's racist, everything is racist. But if all these black people are voting for Trump, maybe, just maybe, you're wrong, huh? Check out all this overwhelming and unexpected, at least for me, black support for Donald Trump.
To name one, he put a lot of black people in jail and called us super predators. That's not good, so we're not for Biden, we wish him well, but President Trump is where it's at.
Get policy, not personality. And when you look at the achievements, all of the wonderful things that Trump has done for the economy, for America in general, all of this pre-COVID was amazing. I mean, and I could just sit here and rattle off one achievement after the next, but I would say to people to look at his achievements, not his personality. We didn't hire him to be a personality. We hired him to do a job.
Trump! Trump! Trump!
And we also have Latinos for Trump. The Latino vote in Florida is overwhelmingly going for Trump. Exhibit A of Latino for Trump. I'm telling you, it's happening. And we've heard the Latino for Trump song before, but let's take another listen. After watching the music video, Michael Knowles, American commentator, had this to say: Yo voy a votar a Donald Trump. And you should too. The Trump rallies have been crazy as well. In Florida, 33,000 people. The men finished the rally at 12.
So, one of the things...
And that was his 5th rally of the day. Joe doesn't have that energy. Kamala doesn't have that energy. He had a rally in Pennsylvania, 40,000 people. The pictures are mind-blowing. The Trump rally streams are getting almost 1 million views, all of them. It's nuts. People want to listen to him. Or maybe it's the left trying to listen to him so they can make fun of him. But I really doubt it. They would come out in that amount of numbers. You also have the caravans. They go for miles and miles in some places. Check it out. Of course, with so many people out there, you're going to have the dumbass Trump supporters who allegedly run the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris bus off the road.
It is hilarious. I'm about to run out of gas, which I'm sure some of you would love. Shit, look at that. Oh my God.
That's not smart. And then you have more dumb Trump supporters blocking roads. Sounds familiar? Almost like you're part of BLM. Stop using their same dumbass tactics. You're making everybody mad at you.
Yeah! Woo! We shut it down, baby. We shut it down. We shut it down. We shut it down.
Last, I'm going to leave you with 2 scientific approaches from the radical left. The first video is a video that's gone viral among the left, predicting a Biden win. Then it went viral amongst the right, making fun of the girl. I'll show it to you. You make your own decision.
I still stand by thinking that Joe Biden will win, but that there will also be an unprecedented change to the nature of rulership in our presidency. Let me explain. Biden is having eclipses in his first house, 7th house axis. This has happened to every presidential winner going as far back as I've researched. Literally, like Trump in 2016, Clinton, Carter, like it goes fucking back. These eclipses are supercharged indicators. First house of self, it's supercharging identity forward. And this is happening to Senator Harris too. There are other things that affirm this, but this is a big indicator. Along with Senator Harris entering the literal biggest peak period of her entire life, which is not only a peak, but like a very, very impressive one for any human being. Alongside that, the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction is happening on December 21st into 2020. They meet every 20 years, and now it's a 200-year cycle in air signs. Historically coincides with transitions of power in a very dramatic way. Think Caliphate, the Kyoto period, etc. But it's close to revolutionary Pluto. It looks like a literal new reality for the US.
But the most disturbing video of all was released by Kamala Harris. She's making a case for Soviet-style communism. She actually is. Take a look.
So there's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality suggests, oh, everyone should get the same amount. The problem with that, not everybody's starting out from the same place. So if we're all getting the same amount, but you started out back there and I started out over here, we could get the same amount, but you're still gonna be that far back behind me. It's about giving people the resources and the support they need so that everyone can be on equal footing and then compete on equal footing. Equitable treatment means we all end up at the same place.
Equality under the law is not enough for Comrade Kamala. So she needs equality of outcome. And that, my friends, is the pinnacle of communism. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter what you deserve, we all end up in the same place. Equality of outcome. We are all just as poor. I won't be rich. You won't be rich. Your neighbor won't be rich. We'll all be poor together. Nice. So don't vote for Kamala. Vote for Trump. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, vote. Ginger out.